guys, so today here I'm working on my frame again. I'll be working on C-notching the frame. I'm going to go ahead and do one so that I know how to do it properly, and then the second one that I do I will video and show you guys some measurements and things like that. Hey guys, so I got my C-notch done. Very happy with how it turned out. I cut this out of 1/4" metal. You can buy these C-notch kits from people for about 80 or 100 bucks, but it really doesn't take anything just to cut your own out, and it gives you so much extra clearance. Highly recommend, do this yourself guys. Buy yourself a couple $2 cutoff discs. Here are the measurements. Try to zoom in on that for you guys so you can kind of get an idea of where to start if you want to do what I did. Try to get a good close-up of this so you guys can see. And that's just 1/4" metal, nothing too special really. One quick note though, I'm not sure what you guys are doing for your beds and how important it's going to be to maintain your stock bed of your box. This obviously, as you can see, this sticks up. It sticks up about 1.5 inches roughly, maybe a little less. I don't care. I'm more concerned about how low or how my truck sits, and so to get my desired ride height, I went ahead and just made sure I had enough. As you can see here, I mean that's, you know, that's a nice 4 or 5 inches, yeah, of travel if you consider this bottom piece coming through here plus the 3.5 inches in there. So this is going to help me out a lot. Really wasn't that hard to do. I'm going to video the process of me doing the second one, but just kind of to show you guys if you don't want to watch. All it is you have your piece here. You have one square piece here, 2 little pieces of flat iron on each side, right there, and then you have to cap it on the back with a piece like that. Now this one isn't done. One thing I have to do on this one yet, as you can see, is I need to box the bottom of this yet. So I'm just going to run a piece of flat metal just to close it off under there. So I have to do that one yet, but other than that, that one's done. So I'm going to go ahead and get going on the next one, and I will video the process here for you guys. Alright, so this is obviously where we want to box the frame, or C-notch the frame I should say rather. So what I've done, this is kind of a weird way of measuring, but it worked out for me, is I take my little square here, And all I do, if you can see that, all I do is I hook it over one rivet, and then I move this side of the square till it touches this rivet. Okay? Then that is where I mark this line. Right there. Now I just simply do that to the other side. So I hook it over this rivet, let it stop up against this rivet. Like so. And that's kind of the idea. So then you have, then what you have to do is rest that on that little bracket there. Draw your line, and there you go. There's your C-notch. So you can do it that way, or, I know that's kind of weird to just, you know, not really take any measurements. So what else you can do is I did give you the measurements for this C-notch before. So what else you can do, so as you can see, I don't know if you can actually see, but if you follow my marks and then you position this so it's down kind of close to the bottom of the frame, that's about, there's about where you want it. One-handed. There we go. Like that. Like that. There. So that's pretty much it. It's quite simple, actually. Those lines kind of just give you a bit of a guide, and then from there you just choose to level it how you want. You know, if you want to follow the frame, kind of that angle, downward slope of the frame, you can. You just kind of tap that down into place. If you want to just have it like square, horizontal from the floor, you know, like a 90, then you can do that. Really, it's totally up to you here. I mean, you're going to be boxing this all in, so it doesn't really matter too much. It's just kind of what your preference is. So the only other thing here, just make sure you take this measurement so that you can transfer it. If this is the first side you're doing, just make sure you take that measurement so you can transfer it to the other side so that they're the same. So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out, and I'm gonna prep this metal, and I'm gonna weld that in. Alright, so I've got this mocked up here. So now I'm going to go ahead and tack it in place on probably 4 spots here. It's kind of, the frame is kind of, it's not just perfectly flat everywhere, so you kind of gotta, you know, follow the contours of the frame. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna, I've clamped that one kind of in the middle, and I'm gonna get a nice tight one there on this side, and on this bottom one there's a bit of a gap, so I'm gonna go ahead and move that clamp and just kind of follow the shape of the frame. Probably do this in small segments so that I don't want to cause any, I don't want to have too much heat in one spot. It's probably not like something to be too concerned about, but at the same time I want to try to keep it from getting too hot and bending or bubbling or whatever on me here. So alright, let's go ahead and give this a weld. Go. Got a nice bead in on there. I'm gonna probably turn my heat. There we go, that's a lot better. I turned the heat up a little bit. It's getting a lot of bubbles, a lot of big globs. Turned the heat up a little bit, and that seems to be helping a lot. Yeah, that lays in there real nice. Alright, now that I got that tacked, get those pesky clamps out of the way. Alright guys, that C-notch is now done. I'm gonna actually grab a light here so you can see. So I got it all welded up. It's kind of hard to see that in this light. I've already got some of the shop lights off. I apologize for that, but that is it. Now, I'm not a master welder by any stretch, but I did get her welded solid. It won't be going anywhere. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's nothing too crazy, it's nothing too difficult. I think anyone with kind of a basic knowledge of welding can probably easily do this. You just have to cut your pieces right, cut them straight, and then if you have a couple welding magnets like so, that will help you out a lot. Alright guys. Hey guys, so I'm just at home now at my place. See my blue truck behind me here. This is the one that I'm going to be transferring over onto the other frame that I've been working on. I just wanted to give a quick update on that last video. I wasn't actually able to finish filming the C-notch and the rest of the, like cutting out all the little pieces that made up the top and sides of that C-notch. I had some issues with my camera, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to get that filmed, but in the next video you will see the C-notch is complete, both the inside and the tops, and so if you click on the next video you will see finished C-notches, and that should help you out. So anyways, thanks guys for watching, subscribe, stay tuned.